My next guest won the District 80 primary in May and the general election in early November, and now will be going back for a third term. I'm WTHR political reporter Kevin Rader, and this is Comcast Newsmakers inside the Fort Wayne Museum of Art. And please help me in welcoming Phil GiaQuinta. Welcome.
Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it.
You've got a budget session coming up. It's always a big deal. What do you see as the most important parts of that?
Well, one sort of general consensus I think I've heard among at least the delegation legislators in our area is we would like to look at the possibility of doing some more funding for pre-K. In the last 2 to 4 years, and really years before that, we discussed about full-day kindergarten. And it's been a great success. We've seen the students from full-day kindergarten have gone on to 3rd, 4th, 5th grade and done very well, at least up here in Fort Wayne. So now the next goal is what can we do about pre-K? We still lag behind many other states on our funding for pre-K, and of course it becomes a big budget issue and where we are and do we have the money to do that. But I think that's going to be a real priority among a lot of folks in Northeast delegation. That's one thing that I've heard, something and hopefully will help to try to push.
I've also heard the speaker make that a priority, so it sounds like there really may be some room for movement on that issue.
I think so. I know Governor-elect Pence has talked about doing some other things with 2-year degrees and things like that at higher ed, and that certainly has to be addressed as well. But I think others are really looking more at the pre-K issue too. So
going in now with Republicans having supermajorities in both the House and the Senate, but it's new in the House. How's that going to affect things there?
You know, I always say every session there is something new that's going to happen, and heading into my 4th term, this will be something new for me. Obviously, coming in with a new governor. For me, that I've only been around with Governor Daniels, so working with Governor-elect Pence, and from what I've been told, he's open to ideas from both sides of the aisle, and willing to work with anyone that comes up with some good ideas. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. A little bit of a change there. Certainly being in the super minority, as you called it. I said it has that word super, so maybe that makes it, I don't know what, any different, probably not, but certainly we will try to offer bills and amendments that we think will best help improve the economy, help create jobs in the state, high-paying jobs for Hoosiers and things like that. So we'll be there. I mean, certainly, you know, we can't prohibit and stop legislation like maybe we have in the past, but we're certainly going to be at the table to try and work with those on the other side that are willing to work with us.
You talked about good ideas. Tell me about this TIF district in Fort Wayne.
Well, it's something that all of Marion County has it, and in Fort Wayne we have about 150 acres that's been very successful in the urban area of Fort Wayne. Essentially, property tax money is kept in that particular district, and that money is used to build new curbs and sidewalks and repair the streets and things like that to help revitalize the area, dilapidated areas as they stand now. New areas that are improved and people move in, that increases the property tax revenue, which helps not only the city but others that receive property tax funds. By the way, that's 150 acres now. We would like to potentially increase that since it's been such a good success, maybe double it from 150 acres to 300.
Is it hard sometimes, and I know we have less than a minute, so it has to be quick, but is it hard sometimes to make that case for an area that they don't live in?
What's always hard, I think, sometimes is to sort of see into the future. You're collecting tax money now, but how can we use that money now to help us in the future?
Phil GiaQuinta, thanks for joining us. That's Comcast Newsmakers.